3D printing is fantastic for early validation, but at some point, you have to commit to real production tooling. The common mistake is using 3D printing to validate things that 3D printing simply can't validate. We've built a service called Crucible Prototype that addresses this directly. 3D printing gives you shapes to test. It can produce very low volume parts in materials that approximate production plastics, but not the real thing. Most prints use materials that aren't common in injection molding. And even when you print in the same material, the parts perform differently. Compare a 3D printed PETG part with an injection molded PETG part. The printed part weighs about 70% of the molded one, even when printed solid. That's because 3D printing builds parts as tiny droplets stacked in lines and layers, leaving micro voids throughout. Injection molding creates a solid part with polymer chains running through it. Same material, very different parts. The look is different too. A polished, finished 3D printed part you've seen in marketing has usually been printed, sanded, filled with automotive body filler, sanded again, and painted. That's not what you get when you order a 3D printed part for testing. For most projects, prototyping becomes more expensive than tooling somewhere under 1,000 units, sometimes under 100. Here's an example. A 4-part product set costs $57 to 3D print and $1 to mold after the $18,000 mold investment. The break-even point is about 321 production cycles. Past that, every part is dramatically cheaper from the mold, but cost isn't the most important reason to move to tooling. The bigger issue is that 3D printed parts perform differently from molded parts. Part refinement, the adjustments you'll need based on real performance and customer feedback, has to happen on parts that behave like production parts. Trying to refine your design from 3D printed feedback can send you in the wrong direction entirely. Our advice isn't to wait for your design to stabilize before molding. It's the opposite. Your design can't fully stabilize until you injection mold and see how the parts actually perform, at the quality, speed, and cost your product really needs. Send us your project details today, and we'll help guide you through prototyping strategies that are focused on your unique goals.